Curtis Apartments began as an answer to a crisis. In the early 1950s, Worcester was growing, changing, and in urgent need of housing. Families were returning from World War II, industry was shifting, and the city needed space, quickly and at scale. The Worcester Housing Authority answered with one of its most ambitious projects, the Curtis Apartments, a large-scale public housing development carved into the hills of Great Brook Valley. But even as it rose, forces beyond planning tested it. In 1953, a tornado tore through the region, one of the most destructive storms in New England history. The urgency to house displaced and vulnerable residents intensified overnight. Families were already living in the Curtis Apartments when the storm hit. Recovery meant more than continuing construction. It meant rebuilding and getting residents back home. Managed by the Worcester Housing Authority and shaped by those who lived there, Curtis Apartments became more than a housing project. It became a community with its own identity, its own rhythm. But like many public housing developments of its era, time exposed its limits. Aging buildings, concentrated poverty, deferred modernization. What was once a solution slowly became part of a new challenge. And yet, through every shift, one constant remained: the people. Residents who stayed, families who adapted. Now, Curtis Apartments stands at another turning point. The original structures are giving way to a multi-phase redevelopment, replacing aging buildings with modern, energy-efficient homes, while expanding opportunity and preserving community.
It's the stigma that has plagued Curtis Apartments. Over the last 25 years, we've worked very hard in investing to change that stigma. So with the partnership with the Worcester Police Department, the residents themselves, we're no longer working in silos, right? All three of us had to join together as a partnership and gain each other's trust and build on that trust. And I think that has happened. It's clean, there's no trash, the crime has been reduced by 98%. So is it a safe place? It's very safe. It's safer than most neighborhoods in Worcester.
The hardest period here was when I had first moved in, because not knowing what to expect while being here with just my daughter and I. But now, knowing how the community is, like no one really bothers the next person, it's great. Being able to lay my head down at night and my daughter lay her head down at night and knowing that we are secure in our personal environment, in our little bubble. It's very quiet, very secure.
Mimi,
Yeah?
you wanna come do the buttering again?
Yes.
I was very thankful for the first apartment, like most definitely. I get to see them rebuild the first apartment every morning while I sit at my window and drink some coffee, you know? And so like I was very thankful for that, but I'm even more thankful for this because this is an upgrade of what was already here.
We wanted to make sure that when we rebuild this, every single family that was living there would have that opportunity to enjoy the new apartments.
I honestly don't believe that there really is a comparison to actually talk about, because you walk into these apartments, you have all the new appliances, the bathroom is beautiful, the layout's great, it's amazing.
This house is very spaceable for everyone.
Cutting the grass and keeping it clean wasn't enough. We needed to provide residents a better place to live, and living in a building that's 75 years old was no longer an option.
We at Trinity have had the great fortune of doing a lot of this work. And so often we find that people that aren't intimately connected to public housing have a perception that these are the projects, and those people that live in the projects are bad people. So the opportunity to really sort of change people's frame of mind, to see that there can be quality housing with rich services, and by virtue of delivering to people those sorts of assets, their own lives are improved and they themselves have better opportunities. The outside world begins to look at public housing in a different way.
We needed to transform this neighborhood, not just with new buildings, but down to changing street names, down to completely revitalizing it so it became a new place a new neighborhood, that the new generation, that stigma would die once and for all. We also wanted to continue working with the families towards their path towards self-sufficiency.
Subsidized housing has been the lifeline. Eventually, I want to be able to buy my own home for me and my kids, so my kids have a backyard to play in. Just us together, it's changed a lot. Sorry, I get very sentimental. Yeah, but just from being a teen mom to now, it's helped out a lot. I wish I had housing before, so that way I probably would have, I don't know, maybe been more like successful, or who knows. I've definitely, like, from when I was younger to now, I definitely like overcome a lot. Having 5 kids, going to school, working, it's a lot. It's definitely not easy at all, especially having my oldest with ADHD, and he's very challenging, so it's definitely hard, but I'm still here.
Our residents, even if they are of affordable means, deserve to have the same amenities that everybody else has. So we're adding a lot of affordable housing on that same property without having to expand on land and take up more space. We're building buildings that are incredibly energy efficient, including having solar panel systems on the roofs. The heat and air conditioning is all electric. We're putting in fire suppression and state-of-the-art security and fire alarm systems. The buildings will each have elevators, which means that 100% of the units are visible to people who may have accessibility issues. We're adding 10% of each phase. Will have, of the total number of units in that phase, will be fully handicap accessible.
This initiative that we're working on gives us an opportunity to bring all of the sort of modern thinking about what community is into play, and I think that that's very important.
Well, I gotta tell you, this building is absolutely beautiful when you walk down. You know, I walked down so many of these buildings downtown, you know, those luxury apartments, and, you know, crazy rents. And when we had this vision years ago about what we wanted to do here, this is what I had in mind, right? To really provide brand new luxury style modern units. So I'm just a little overwhelmed.
The collaboration between Trinity and the Worcester Housing Authority was successful because everyone cared very deeply from the beginning about the outcomes of this project, and not just about the buildings themselves and how they look, but everybody understands at both of those organizations how housing impacts your health outcomes, your education. It's at the intersection of every aspect of a person's life. So it's that shared understanding of the responsibility of this work and the impact of it. That is exactly what made this project a success.
When we reached out to the community, we feel that input can't be siloed. So we talked to a lot of residents, we talked to a lot of employees, we talked to a lot of community stakeholders, people who have invested a lot of years in this community, and asked them. It was pretty profoundly unanimous that the name needed to change. And so I'm happy to announce that Curtis Apartments is no longer the official name for the new development. The new development will be known as the Phoenix at Curtis, because the Phoenix, as we know, rises from the ashes.